inside. I'm just looking way down below. And if I can't hold my breath, then I'm bound to become hollow. Can you say that I've disappeared? Can you say that I wasn't there for you when you went into hiding on the front steps of your porch? And I reflected on the memories, but I put out that torch. Hey! But I put out that torch. But I put out that torch. So now can you tell me when you want to be in time? There's a million different places and a million different heights. I'll climb the tallest of the mountains, the highest place I find, so that I can look over before me what is mine. Can you say that I disappeared? Can you say that I wasn't there for you when you went into hiding on the front steps of your porch? And I reflected on the memories, but I put out that torch. Hey! But I put out that torch. But I put out that torch. Oh, why can't you see it was all because of me? And all I want is to be free, and finally I can be free. Can you say that I disappeared? Can you say that I wasn't there for you? Can you say that? That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I'm looking
Since the song was at an end, let's go ahead and cut on into the face cam now. Thank you, Lana, for joining me. Yeah, it's weird how you had such advanced surprise notice that such a thing was coming. So today is my SnowRunner day, so I have that loaded up, ready to go. Where did I last leave off? I have almost completed the last task on the first map. I have completed all the tasks on the second map. I've only done one contract, though, because it was needed to unlock some facility. I needed to work on one of those tasks. So let me switch over. There we go. I got the capture up. I left it paused because it's currently actually daylight in SnowRunner. This is a precious small window, so I didn't want the clock running while I was waiting on the intro to finish rolling there. So let me come on out of that. And let me bring up my menu, see where I am. There we go, closer to heaven. The church wants a bunch of junk. I have gotten all of their stupid logging needs completed. Oh, that's right. So I had a complication. I took two trucks, one that could do long logs, one that could do medium logs, so that I could service everybody while I was over there and not go back and forth and back and forth. So one of them managed to get itself mired pretty badly and burned a lot of fuel, the medium logging truck. And it needed to run up the little hill and back twice to deliver its two loads. And on that second trip back up, it ran out of diesel to 300 yards from the delivery spot. So I had to take my Taiga that was doing the long logs. It had to come down. It had to pull it the rest of the way up so I could make that delivery. My original plan was for that truck to have fuel left over to give the Taiga so that the Taiga could make the drive all the way back to deliver the long log trailer back to the, what am I thinking of? Back to the trailer store. That's it. I wanted to sell that off properly so it's not left polluting the map. I got this close to my fuel trailer sitting down here when it ran out of fuel because it had to go rescue the other stupid truck. So I figure I was going to have some other truck go and do the media or the metal beams. I've got metal beams waiting at this warehouse, but right next to it in the other warehouse, Nico! I got a good surprise for you later, Nico. So I'm going over all of my machinations here. So I've got metal rolls, an unlimited number in this other warehouse where my metal beams are limited. And since I'm going to have to drive right past the factory that turns rolls into beams anyway, I think I'm going to go ahead and pick up some free metal rolls, convert them into metal beams, and then haul them the rest of the way over here to deliver to the church. That should complete that. While I'm doing it, I need to bring this truck 20 liters max of diesel so that it can pull the rest of that hill over here to the trailer and then get itself back over to the trailer store as well. Let's see. At the moment, I've got my Paystar out. That one's kind of a fun-looking truck. But I do have my ultimate unlock. I finally got the Zix 605R, my dream truck, unlocked on map 2, I think, here not too long ago. I've been driving it around. It actually does pretty well. It's a little tentative on ice, and it doesn't have the ability to put chain tires on, so it does suffer a little there. But I tell you what, since I've got the Paystar already out and set up for this mission, it's even got the crane. I don't seem to recall the Zix being able to support the crane. So this might be the better. Oops, no, I don't want to activate the anchor. I need the beacons for safety. So yeah, taking the crane just in case I manage to turn someone slightly sideways. Okay, I do have my flip counter up. This is Amur, the heart of frozen mother Soviet Russia. So it's gonna flip me. Probably a lot. Depends on which tasks I end up picking here. Free as in steel. Free as in there are an unlimited number of them, so I can keep taking them and no one apparently notices. The flip side is that rolls that I've already turned into beams, or I think these were a couple of beams that started as soon as I unlocked the warehouse number 2 on that warehouse site. They are limited, so there's only 4 of them sitting there. I have a suspicion that when I get to working on the contract, those 4 are going to save me a lot of extra time of having to drive back and forth to get them converted from rolls to beams. Oh, I'm Tokyo drifting. Center up, please. Some of this ice is a little loose. I have, when I first got started, I have dropped a truck or 2 in there and had to recover them out. That would just be embarrassing at this point. Not unheard of, but still embarrassing. For Nico, especially if Tay happens to be around. I got a little something waiting over here. There may be an avalanche warning coming later. In another half an hour or so. That reminds me, I have multiple backup monitors running today so that I can monitor the situation at all times. I've got my situation, it's over there, even though looking at myself pointing, that me is pointing the wrong way, but it's over there, trust me. I'm actually using Twitch's dashboard instead of just watching the stream and interpreting on my own, so I'm going to see how fun that is today. I've also got, higher up over there, I have got the TV running, with ESPN Plus ready to go. I believe my pre-coverage begins in only about another 5 minutes. I am unable to stream actual game out. That would be a massive no-no. There are at least a half a dozen agencies that would become very angry with me at that point. However, that will not stop the party from ensuing. More on that as we go. I'm not sure I've done this particular part on stream. Maybe, maybe not, but these are the world's worst concrete slabs. You look at... I'm closing my eyes as I do this. As you look at those slabs, and they will rip tires right off your truck. Okay, I snuck in. Let's see... Metal rolls. Unlimited. All the metal I can drink. Under normal circumstances, this is where I would load this truck up with these rolls. So I would convert a ton of them over at once, and then bring the extras back. But I am moderately convinced, especially after my medium logging debacle the last time I played this off stream, that this truck may not have enough fuel to actually make it back. And if it's got cargo on it, I don't want to lose it by doing a recovery. And it's kind of annoying at this stage to have to mount a fuel rescue, so I'm only going to take what I need. I don't need this 3-slot trailer, but here we are. I like having, what is it, 3, 5, 10, all 10 wheels. 10 wheels is fun. So we are going to rock and roll with it. Oops. Oh no, headlights on. Diff lock off. I don't mind the dashboard on Twitch. I'll move mine around, have the comments next to my other monitor. Yeah. Okay, I do see it does have the comments over here, but here on OBS, I've got the comments set up right alongside here. So I actually see 2 of my stream. I mainly use the other one over there to monitor audio levels coming out. That way I don't have to keep bugging you to tell me whether and what you can hear. The Twitch one actually has something handy. It's got that raid button that then brings up the list of other streamers you follow that are active right now. It gives the top 5, I think, so you can just click and go. That's kind of handy. What do I want to do? I want to refuel off of that while I can. Because when I'm doing it straight out of OBS, I don't even have the standard, who you got streaming right now list. I got nothing over here, so I have been running my regular old Twitch page like a standard viewer just so I can see my you are following list in order to know who to pick from. Nope, turn on the beacons. I gotta be safe. I need to push. No, that's going the wrong direction. Why is it only going to move 2 liters? Well, apparently I got to move 82 over. Ooh. I tell you what, I have so little faith because Amur is harsh. This is by far the hardest quad of maps, the hardest region that they have published for this game. So I am going to throw on the backup beeper. This is one of the few trucks that actually has one. And I am going to go right back over to that fuel tanker. And I am going to top back up. I am beginning to wish that maybe I had a little better backup gearing so I could do this a little bit faster. Let's push it that way. Let's put some juice back in the tank. There we go. Now we are fresh as a daisy. Put the diff lock back on through the snow here. The side benefit of me not screwing around with taking extra rolls and bringing extra beams back is that I don't really have to worry about stuff falling out of the back of the truck. I'm taking a quick pause here to get my pre-game going up there on the old actual television. There we go. Oops, now I'm on the ice. I'm going to turn diff lock back off. So many rules to trucking. One of these days, our good friend Urgent Sandwich is going to be back on the air, and he's going to tell us all about these rules and how absolutely 100% realistic this particular game happens to be. Actually, I can come back up in gearing now, because I'm not diff locking. And I'm going to turn and go bonsai! All of these little trees keep insisting on growing here. They know what happens when they do that. It's their own fault. Down they go. I'm reading back up a little bit. I thought you could only drift in Tokyo. No, that's a common misperception. You could drift anywhere where doing so would cause massive amounts of problems for you as a real-life person. I mean, that's what I've heard. I've absolutely never accidentally or on purpose drifted anything ever. Officer. Can I go now? Okay, pick up the speed a little bit. You got 10 tires all churning away. You should be doing really well at this. Nice and slow, so we probably won't roll here. Again, snow runner, so no promises. There's this really nasty stump right there that I gotta... There's this little bit of ice here. Uh-oh. I seem to not like this kid over there. Okay, not like this kid has gone, so phew, survived. Okay, Sandwich really well. Can't wait. Oh, I know. Can't wait for the day that Urgent Sandwich returns. I wonder if he actually would play Big Mother Truckers. Sadly, I got rid of all of my original Xbox games when I moved to the Portland area here. I actually let a system go. And unfortunately, Big Mother Truckers 1 and 2 were on that casualty list. Let me see if I can do a little winching while I chit-chat here. Honestly, it was a terrible game. You know, take Crazy Taxi, but make it trucks instead, and then remove all of the parts that actually made it kind of fun to play, and boom, you got Big Mother Truckers. I just very distinctly remember that the trailers on those things would fishtail like physics didn't exist. And that everything was timed, and everything was virtually impossible to actually make in the time, although that's not far off from Crazy Taxi. Maybe that's how I have that on my mind as I talk about it. I go around the front end of this tree here. I bonk the living tree. It's just my wife saying hi. Drop the nose in first so I don't roll it. Look at me. It's like I've driven this route a few times. Oops, I started my turn a little late. Love tap, we're good. Crazy Taxi was a lot of fun. It's sad that Mother Truckers was terrible. Yeah, in its defense, which is really a defense of nothing, I don't think it was really trying to be Crazy Taxi, but with trucks. I think that's just kind of my interpretation. And in large part, I think it's based on that very loose physics that they used, which is a big part of what made Crazy Taxi fun, but did not make Big Mother Truckers fun. Also, although they attempted to be a touch salacious on their box art, there was very little of it in the actual game. So it was just driving high-speed, low-poly trucks with fishtail trailers around, trying to complete runs at extremely high speeds. And that part was fun. Yeah, I've already burned 110 of my 280 liters just to get this far, so going back to the big fuel tanker was a good call on my part for a change. This wasn't kind of at the end. Well, this is the end of the tasks on this particular map. But I will have the contracts coming up. Here's one of the things that got fixed is the truck repair is now open over there. This truck is not damaged though, so I guess I'm okay. Boom, I convert a beam, throw it on the truck, and we continue on our way. Keep my fingers crossed that, yes, the church only wants the one metal beam. If it had wanted two, I would feel really dumb right about now. I don't think... I'm going to need diff lock shortly, because some of this gets kind of soupy. I've also discovered that you drive some of these routes enough times and it starts bringing those murder death routes to the top that stop everything dead in its tracks. Mrs. Lone Jedi is upstairs working on school materials. The Nightmare Hell class is finally over. So she is coming up on the end of the first week of what's technically, it's a follow-on class to the original one, but it has a different, much more amicable professor. So this one was going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be a lot of work with someone who's actually out to see her and her classmates all succeed for a change. But she's still going to be doing a lot of classwork in the evenings. So she may have already abandoned us. If she hasn't, I guarantee she'll hear from you via me. Maybe I'll make her watch the VOD. That would be entertaining. She would probably be able to hear me now, but I think she's got her office door closed so that she can't. The Hellas prefer... Well, no, she was not murdered. I am not saying such a thing. Never. CIA, FBI. Don't listen to him. I don't know if she's going to have another class with that professor, but she has joined a student-run committee of some kind that has some professors on it for consultation, and that professor happens to be one of them. She's not actively mean. She is just obsessively fastidious about trivialities. Let's put it that way. So you could have perfect understanding of the course material, but still fail if you put your commas in the wrong spots, that kind of stuff. And she does not appear to have very strong computer skills, which is a bit of a challenge when you are running a 100% online course like that. But chances are good that she is done receiving grades from said professor. My stream going out looks like it's in good condition, but my stream coming in on the old boob tube up there was not doing so well. Looks like it is freed up again. Hopefully I don't drive off the edge. And a terrible communicator as it so happens. Let me put the diff lock back on. This is a tough one. To make my medium log truck running out of fuel even more entertaining, it happened right here, well, not this here, but up at the top of this by the second pole up, right in the middle of this narrow pass that you have to follow to get up here. So I had to get that Taiga full of long logs around it in the first place so that I could deliver those long logs, and then had to back most of the way down so that I could hitch up to it to then turn around and pull it back up to the top. Yeah, the headlight button and the diff lock button are right next to each other, so I am always flipping the wrong button now. And yes, as full confirmation, it was the professor who was really, really bad at a number of things. She is very good at being an expert in the field of study in question. Hey, look at that, Mrs. Lone Jedi came back after all. Oh, her ears were burning. I will totally be in trouble later on. Cargo management. Let me get my fireworks button ready to go. Woo! one task down. Thank you everybody for coming. See you next week. Let this next little set go. Poof! That looked good. You did a good deed. Now I can fix it. Apparently the church was broken or something. I don't know. It's so long ago I accepted that task. I don't really remember what their problem was. They needed a lot of logs and some metal beams, so they were probably rebuilding the cabin. It does look cool, though. It's got that nice Russian onion bulb set at the top. Some of these... hang on, let me get back into auto. Some of these churches in this game, if you pull up to them at night like this, and you get in closer, so I'm going to knock down your fence, sir. Please don't mind that. It'll grow back. And turn off your engine. Sometimes you can hear music coming from inside. Nope, that's not it. Must be a different one. I know there's one back in the Michigan map when you first start that does that. What do we... Oh, man, you are so low on fuel. He is not going to be able to do anybody else any good there. So let me go ahead and recover. Oh, do I have the wrong tires on? Oh, look at me. I switched him back to his mudders instead of the chained. So I got a little lucky in one of those climb spots where you have to get around a tree that's got ice on the high side, but then a lot of other trees in the way on the low side. So, oh boy, this is so much easier to do on PC. You just scroll the list and click on the one you want. Instead, I gotta hammer the D-pad trying to get down low. Here we go. The chained mud tires. That'll make that a little easier next time around. Let me go clean this mess up. Oh, it was so pitiful listening to this thing chug, 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 chortle, chortle, as it ran out of gas. Because it was this close to the fuel tanker. Let me take... It has a lot of fuel in it, but I don't need to fill my entire tank up just to get back over to the garage. So I'm only going to take one extra gulp. Sitting at 80 is when suddenly I find myself stuck in the snow or turtled up on a rock. And I got to rock back and forth and work my way out and burn a lot of fuel doing it. So with 160, I feel a little more confident that I'm actually going to make it back. Oops. Okay, I wasn't paying attention because I am getting... I'm going to get my stream reset here. Oh boy, that's so far away. I got to take off my reading glasses in order to read who I'm tuning into. There we go. This practically is a church builder game, Nico. I think every map that has a church on it, they end up having some sort of mission somewhere involving them. Usually because said church is hidden out in a weird corner of the map. That particular one, it's actually not too badly located. It does happen to be the absolute farthest possible away from any fuel source, though. So I think that's why they put it over there. Conveniently and weirdly, they actually put it right at the top of the hill above where the logging camp is. So 3 out of the 4 deliveries it needs are just a tiny short drive away. But because they are so far out of refuel range, I managed to drain one just before completing it and then drained this one on my way back. Chug, chug, chug. Off across the snow. Actually, I think if I downshift, keep that tire spin down. This one does a little bit better. This Amur region has caused me to stop scoffing at the notion of putting chains on the tires, because generally then the tires are really poor performing on every other surface except sheet ice. But in this particular one, they're good enough in the snow that the amount of sheet ice that there is to drive through actually outweighs that lower performance. But this is kind of the price we pay here. We have to go a little slower than normal in the full-on snow. Keep chugging it. Oh, there we go. That's one of those where downshifting actually makes it go faster. Bounce over the thing. Back to automatic. And we can sell off the extra logging trailer that we don't want, don't like, don't care for. Oh, no, wait a minute. That is... red is the exit from the garage. Could be cheeky and do a recovery from 6 feet away from the building, but I'm going to let my own personal honor play a small role here. I don't mind buying a fuel trailer, refueling, and then immediately reselling the fuel trailer to cheese that, but if I'm at the garage, I'm actually going to drive to the garage entrance and then press the X button. Okay, what are we on to next? Let us get rid of the log carrier. I'm sure there will be other logging missions coming, but I don't want to know anything about them right now. Let me put... oh, that's right. He can't take the sideboard and the loading crane at the same time. He can take the saddle, though. Let me put on a saddle, though. I know what to do. I know what needs to be done. I'm going to check the map, though, before I commit myself. So when I first started, the Urska River is the region you begin in, so that's where there's all this stuff going on. I stumbled across the Northern Aegis installation second. And it is that cool plane on a stick. Having lived in Colorado near the Air Force Academy and several Air Force stations, I got used to seeing airplanes on sticks kind of all over the place. So I did a bunch of exploration on this map. I found a whole bunch of blocked up roadways that are going to need to be repaired to do any real trucking through here. I came across, right here next to this big fun dome thingy, this little building is a gas station. And as I was doing my exploration, I found this little road here, and I saw the yellow square and the fuel pump icon, and I got excited because I was going to be able to extend my exploration a little bit longer. So I pull up, I park in the center of it, and there's no fueling interface that comes up. And I figured there's got to be a bug. What is going on? Well, as it turns out, there is one of these contracts over here. Is it supply lines? No. Back in... oh, that's a garage. I'm going to want that one. Here it is. In order to get this fuel station running, you have to bring it the fuel carrier that I'd seen other streamers do. It actually sits literally right here, right as you discover this map, come through the gateway. It's sitting right there. I've had a few sips off of it as I've gone by, but you got to drag it all the way over to here in order to activate that fuel station. So in my bummed out rage, I followed the road down. I don't know exactly. I think this part was undiscovered yet, but I kind of followed this down here, and I made my way around. And then I decided, I came back up this way, and ooh, hey, there is a watchtower right up here. Let me go find it. I'm chugging up this hill. There is a lot of rock slide right here that took me a lot of fuel to get through. So I got my my tank all the way up to here, much like the last map, and I ran out of gas. Hey, there's the Bardic one coming in for his lurk. Because it's Wednesday, it's Pathfinder Day. I always appreciate the lurk. It looks really nice to get that viewer number bumped off of the 1 or 2. And oh my god, Urgent Sandwich. Everyone has heard me talking about them today, and here they go. Bummed Out Rage. That's the name of my contemporary modern grunge band. What are you talking about? You can't use it. It's mine. Trademark. It's hashtag. I don't know what that is. I'll stop. I promise. I won't do that again. So anyway, this is what I really should do. Is try to get that fuel tanker dragged over there so that I can actually refuel off of it. How did I get there? Boy, that's a super question. I'm glad you asked that. I think it involved actually coming around this way, spinning around up here. There's a lot of spinning involved. Fortunately, it is a fuel tanker, so I could refuel going along. Battle of the bands to determine the naming rights. I like it. We're doing it. Does anyone know how to play an instrument, first and foremost? Because I would like to have a brief conversation with you then. Okay, let me do a quick health check here. Yep, everything still looks like it's up and running. That's a little impressive. What do I need to fix all of these slides? It's really going to make things a lot easier if I fix a bunch of these stupid roads here first, because there's landslide, there's a bridge down. What is Into the Deep? Oh, okay, Into the Deep is just a, hey ma, go look at these things. Landslide, erosion, rock slide. Fallen Tower. Actually, Fallen Tower is effectively a road blockade. It's not any different than a landslide. It's a metal slide instead of a landslide. So you can't play an instrument, but you can be in the crowd watching, which means you can be in the crowd voting. So we're both going to lobby you to vote for us, so we may have to give you 2 votes. That'll probably balance out. That'll be okay. I don't think there's anything unethical about that. Oh, where to go? What's this very first one? I should actually take a look at fixing up small landslide. That means it's easy, right? 2 wooden planks and a metal beam. 4 slots worth of stuff. The Paystar could do it because I'd only have to carry 1 thing with the crane. The Taiga probably drives a little better. It can pull the trailer. And what does Eroded Road need? Eroded Road just needs 2 planks. So if I need 2 planks, 4 planks and 1 beam. We can do this. 4 planks and a beam, we can fix these 2 up at once. Keep coming back. So I've got the chains on, and I've got the crane. That works. Brake, headlights on, beacons for safety. Virgin Sandwich can play the jug bottle. I think that means you've already got a 1 instrument lead on my band. I'll find a way to cheat. I promise it. I do have an extra one of these trailers sitting around, but it's at the other gateway, so I'm going to grab this fresh one here. Let me power you down for just a second. Let me plot my escape vector. That road is just a little hairy. If I go out this one, it's a little extra driving, but it's real easy driving. That road section, it's hard to see here, but there is there we go. There's a water hazard in the middle. That's got some of those demon roots in it that grab a hold of trucks, trailers, anything else going through. So I probably want to take the ice route over there. It's going to cause me a lot of extra driving going that way, though. Okay, we're going for it. First, let's do a fancy dancy turnaround. Oh, hey, there's my special fancy freshest DLC 6-wheeled pickup truck. It's moderately on the fancy side. It is also my fuel mule. So if this truck runs out of diesel, I know how it's going to get at least partly resupplied. I only have to get as far as the next map, though, and I can get a free drink off of that trailer that wants a delivery. Wait a minute. I'm doing a poor thing here. It's nice that I'm plotting a direct path to the gateway, but I probably actually need to pick up the materials that I'm supposed to be delivering. I've heard that they want that in life. And it's not... Okay, it's not going to show me who has what. Bad with the interface here. Because the task exists on the other map. So that means I got to come over here, and I got to click you. Okay, it's got plenty of wooden planks, so I can use that. And I'm going to use one of my precious metal beams. Gonna have to putt around the hazard, but you should still make part. Yeah, you know what? You would think that, but I do have my flip counter up and running over there. Unfortunately, I tend to go way over par on that thing. Okay, I've done an excellent job of driving exactly the wrong direction. Which is exactly how I live my life, you know, a quarter mile at a time, the wrong way. Hey, I did not hit that stump, so gold points for me. And like I said the first time, I should go out this way. Definitely not that front gate nonsense. No one likes that. Okay, let's keep her churning. Give it a downshift, there we go. Keep our tire spin under control. Got a little bit of powder going there. There we go, it's a little drier. That's the chained tire trade-off. But now that I've definitely recommitted to go in this direction, I'm going to need those chain tires. Because it's a lot of nice, easy, flat-ish, smooth road the whole way. But they countered that by making it nice and icy. Okay, keep going. This way is also going to drive me past my near fuel tanker. Probably thank myself. Oh, right in the gas tank. Oof. It is now 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. It is time to issue an avalanche warning. Although it'll take them a while to actually get to it here. But the warning is now live. You have all been warned. Consider yourselves as such. Oops, I'm drifting. Which is impressive because I got the chain tires on. There we go. Take a little gap in the giant rocks. Thank you, developers. You had best take that warning to heart because it is drop dead serious. Who are we playing today? Winnipeg, I believe. What I've not paid attention to is whether it's a home game or not, because I don't live anywhere near enough for it to really matter. Yes, it is a home game. Nice. The only one that goes out of its way to matter is if it's a Kraken game. Those are blacked out here, since I am in their market. So I have to go VPN, and suddenly I am from North Carolina, and I can watch it. So, hooray for VPNs. I'm gonna make my way over here to the death slabs. I would say, hey, it would be totally funny to go ahead and rip a tire off just to demonstrate, but this truck does not have its spare tire at the moment. So that would be a little, well, it might be funny for you, but a little less funny for me. Still pretty funny, but less so. Is this the one that I want? Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, that one's out of wooden planks. I've already used all of that one. But this does have my one precious metal beam. And we're going to give it a little jig and jog, a little zig and zag to get over to this one. Nope, no bricks, thank you. What am I looking for? I am looking for wooden planks. Let me put one on the platform because I'm going to have to crane it. And then I should be able to fit 3 more in here. 1Z, 2Z, 3Z. And then I need to push my nose over here just a little bit so that I am in crane range. How about if I just be lazy and drag you over here? Let's straighten you up just a little bit. Crank, crank, crank. It would be kind of nice if that rotation feature worked a little bit faster, but if it did, then I would just complain that it worked too fast. So I can't be satisfied. Okay. Oh, no. These are mistakes happening here. I need to be to get out of that. I need to be free, and I can start moving. I started leaving that little bit of slack in the crane line there, so that it doesn't try picking up and moving that block around. Jackknifing, however, doesn't work quite as well. But that's okay, because, you know, jackknifing, that's not a real thing. That doesn't happen. Let me fix my already mistake. And settle that back down, and we're off. Toot! There it is. There's the death slab. 44 points of damage on a tire at 2 miles an hour that can only take 50 points of damage. It's a reverse crane game. Why did I... Wow. Hang on. Speaking of reverse crane, I've left mine a little too elevated. Oh no, I'm rolling. I'm rolling backwards. I'm doomed. Okay, I'm undoomed. Pretty sure that the chained tires just saved my life there. Okay, we are off and rolling. That is an icy hill, but my trailer did not beat me down the hill because of the chained tires. And wow, I have already wasted 80 liters of fuel so far. That is not going to do well going forward, but now I'm topped up. Oh boy, I do have to provide my own prize. That's what I got this button for. That was my prize right there. I've just pre-prized. Oh, you know what? I actually haven't gone this way in a little while. This does remind me, there are more death plates over here. There's only one, though, that is particularly vicious. These can be if you hit them at high speed, because, you know, that's a pretty deep hole there. I can't fault them for that. But this next one in front of me, that's another one of those. You lick that one wrong, and it sets fire to your brain. I'm not thinking of Poison Simpsons frogs at all. There we go. Successfully navigated. This is also icy. So, chained tires to the rescue. There's a little chasm over there that had a truck that someone parked at the bottom that they wanted recovered. It required breaking out the big beefy crane to get to. That one led to a fun comedy of errors, where that six-wheeled Resvani that I had just purchased, I drove it down into the gap. Of course, it landed upside down, so I brought in my big beefy crane so I could flip it back over, because I could reach that with the crane. I then had to navigate it through the rock bed at the bottom of the chasm, which ended up turning me upside down a number of times, but it had a scout winch that ran on battery, so I was able to get myself righted each time. I dragged the trapped truck over to where my big crane could get it. My big crane started to lift it up. Actually, the big crane got it out, and then I tried to lift my fancy new truck out, and it was too heavy, so my giant crane truck toppled over the hill, landed at the bottom. Everybody had a good laugh. Everybody had to be recovered back to the garage. And then I got to break out my little buddy Scout to go do the final retrieval and drag the trapped truck back to the garage. And then as my reward, they let me keep the little piece of crap truck that I had just saved. So I thanked them, and I patted them on the head, and then I immediately sold that little truck. Ta-da! Story time! Hey, if this had Twitch bingo running, I would have just awarded everybody a space on the bingo board. Upside down is bad. Upside down. Boom. Upside down is bad. It's so bad, I have an emote for it. It is also what the counter over there is for. Technically speaking, the upside down counter actually also counts sideways. Sideways is 80% bad. On a full-size truck like this, it's bad. You should know that. You took the classes. In an SUV, though, as long as you've got the right winch, the battery-powered one, then on your side is only bad sometimes, if you're out of reach of a winching point. And if there's one thing that the level designers in this game are clever and pernicious about, it's putting obstacles out in the middle of something just out of reach of winching points. Oh, I hear "Oh Canada." Oh, please rise. Where's that go? Oh. That goes kind of in the direction that I want, but that road is bad. No one go down there. They really should just put wheels on top of the truck as well. Problem solved. That has come up in every single SnowRunner or truck simulator stream that I have watched lately. If you put them on top, you put maybe a couple on the sides. Oh, hey, look at that. I got off of that big rock without having to winch on the telephone pole. I'm a big boy. Okay, we got us a convoy. Here comes a horn. Oh, it's the terrible horn. Oh, my condolences to you, KDP, but welcome in nonetheless. As well as Angel, welcome. I am doing Amour because I hate myself. Actually, I'm doing Amour because I'm trying to do them all in release order. I made an exception for Tennessee. Kind of paid the price for that. Though honestly, I only did that one because Tennessee is only one map and it was very fast. I wouldn't say it was bad. It was lackluster. It had a couple very cool features, but on the whole, it was definitely a lower effort offering on their part. Okay, we are going to take a quick a quick smoking break here in the truck while I plot out my course. There's a tree there that actually makes navigating that a little sketchy, but then there's this horrible water trap. So I am thinking there's a very exciting steep hill right there that if I can manage to not turn myself sideways on, and I'm saying that that is a big if with capital letters and maybe 3 or maybe even 4 F's on the end. And I'm going to come up. I don't know if going through the middle of the village is actually a little better or not. I haven't tried that yet, so we're gonna give this a shot just because we can. I have not run the contests on this map yet because the contests could generally burn in hell. Oh, hey, let me do a quick... Tennessee is bad. Well, yeah, of course Tennessee is bad. I guess I should have known, shouldn't I? Do you see a goalpost in the river? It is their attempt at a racing map, so they do have goals in the river on Tennessee. You do have all of that. Oh, there's sandwich excitement from KDP. Oh man, this is all going. Don't like... You know, I thought moving to the Pacific Northwest I could finally live somewhere that was wet all the time, but it's dry 3 months out of the year here now. Actually, it's dry 4 months out of the year now. Oh, wait. That's what you meant by dry, right? I had better... No, I better not do that. I had better do that. Just so it doesn't go flying off too far. Because this is going to be a fun drop here. This is where excitement is made, boys and girls. I would like to be on the other side of these two, but I'm going to take what I can get here. How are we doing? We're a little sketchy. We're a little sketchy. What happens if I try to do this? Can that? Nope, that might not be the right choice. Nope. These choices are bad. They're all bad. I really don't want to be up on this side of this rock. This is a little too high up, but if I can trick the trailer into going over that big old hump, we'll take it. That seems safe. I think that's the tourism catchphrase for Amur. It's either that or Amur, we're totally safe, trust us. Okay, I don't remember any of this being thin ice. I'm gonna rely on chat to let me know if I break through and fall to the bottom of the river. I had a task to get out to the top of that little hill over there, and I do not know how the hell I managed to get over there. I think I ended up throwing my truck off of a really big rock and just hoped that it landed on with at least a couple of its wheels down. I watched a couple of YouTube how-to videos afterward, and every single one that I found, they were all using mods for bridge layers to get across the gap in the water right there. Let's see. My normal path is to come down off of here, but I seem to remember that gap being a little narrow, and it worked okay going down, but I don't think it was going to work going back up. So that's why I put my waypoint over here. I'm just going to give this a rock and roll try. Oh yeah, this field has a whole bunch of winching trees that people have put down. I think that's how they get there. Yes, this is Death Stranding, but with slightly, occasionally cooler vehicles. Although it does not have, well, it doesn't have the Death Stranding Roadster, but it does have a couple of near Roadsters. They introduced the Gore-by-4 in the Tennessee update. It's supposed to be their speedy little coupe, but it's horrible. Doesn't really go all that fast. It definitely doesn't go all that well. It's very smoky. It's probably bad for the environment. Okay, question of the day. Am I actually stuck because it's snow? I bet I got something caught on an unreal rock. Or, oh, is that one of those stupid roots? I hate those, or is that a tree? If it's one of those roots, I hate those damn roots. Let me give a better pull over here. There we go. That's a better pull source. What I want to know is, why are you leaning so hard? Do you actually have a reason to be leaning that hard? No, you do not. You are a liar, sir. I'll wiggle my head. Maybe it'll make my winch work better. Oh, I've driven out across this plane, and it hasn't been this bad. Ooh, there it is. There it is. Give me a good pull. Give me a good pull. It doesn't have anything cool enough to be on Ride with Norman Reedus. No, it absolutely does not. And I'm still calling bullshit on whatever it thinks it's stuck on. Even if it was bogged down by this icy, crunchy stuff, winching on the tree should be enough to get me through it. This feels more like a piece of a trailer caught on one of those stupid roots. Except that I can't see anything. For a change, it's because all this ice is protruding rather than the fact that it's, dark 90% of the time in this game. Let me see if I can reach, one of these other trees a little farther out. Cursor finally shows up. Yeah, this mud has zero traction. Yeah, and the fact that I'm bogged in the mud, I can live with. That's part of SnowRunner. That happens. But the fact that I'm grabbing onto these winch points, and it'll winch me for a little while, and then it gets tired and stops, makes me feel like it's providing an under-vehicle obstacle that I just can't see. I cut through here once, going the other direction. And I slowed down a little bit, but I think I only had to winch off a couple of those trees lying in the ground, and then everything was dandy from that point on. I am finding this to be undandy. I would like to speak to SnowRunner's manager. Going again. Super bad news at this point is I really wish that I had bothered to put the cab on the other side of this tree. But we're gonna do what we can here. This feels like I'm getting a better pull, although I do notice that the wheels turned all the way over. That I'm not actually turning per se. I can wiggle real nice. Let's see. Let me do a little negotiation with things here. Pull from here. Am I going to be too close to that? I'm going to be too close to that. Yep, I'm already touching it. No touching! can't just drag a mouse to click on the dot I want. I have to D-pad like the wind. Okay. That gets the nose pushed around. Welcome to Trucking with Bob Ross. These are all of my friendly, happy little trees. Don't let them fool you, though. They are all assholes. Not like this mud, though. Try pulling from the trailer instead. Oh, okay. That grabbed the wrong tree. It's important to note. Don't want to be on this side of town. Only far enough to get my front teeth onto something I can grab on with. Sadly, this is very amour. Hey, how long did you stream for? Well, 4 hours yesterday. How much did you get done? I almost finished a contract. How is this a hill of mud? This is real mud. Wouldn't it kind of flatten out back on that plane? I question the physics here. There's a nice big crunchy noise at least. That's bouncing done. Do the downshift, get that wheel spin back under control. Can't tell if it's actually moving very slowly or if I'm just weaving back and forth. There it is. There we go. We're winching from the butt now. That pushes me up to the top of this hill. I might get a little lucky. I mean, who doesn't get a little lucky when they get winched in the butt? Sorry, I should move this to the oceans, rivers, streams, pools, lakes, and sewage ponds category. Another back end winch. Keep us going. Give me front end grip. Do I have it? Do I have it? I am moving under my own power. Not very well, but I'm moving. Okay, so no one look if you don't want to be... ow! Damn, that was a little more 3D than I thought. If you don't want to be an accomplice to this murder that I'm now going to commit on this poor backyard. Oh, you're killing me, Smalls. I don't think... okay. I was hoping that there might be a winch point. Squeeze. Come on, you so frequently ignore physics anyway. Just give me a squeeze. It's like they knew people would try coming in this way after getting stuck in the mud. So they were screwing with them. Is that... Oh, wow, that table thing there is a permanent fixture. Hang on, let me swing back here. Is there anything that I can do a nice, gentle pull in the back end of this trailer? I highly doubt any of these will actually work, but if I give it, ooh, so if I give it nice, gentle tugs, it was making progress. Keep moving your selector. There we go. Move your selector the other way. Oops. I got him just started. Oh, he's so close, too. He's so close. Now I'm stuck in this really weird position where I don't know that I can even get him backed up enough. Let me get rid of this crane. Okay, welcome to the College of Bad Ideas. We are going to give this a little bit of a tug. Just a little bit. Well, I got it started. I got a little bit of a pivot on it. I need to pivot the back end, though, because that is still not quite far enough off. I still just barely... I would come around this end now if I could, but this trailer is in a wedge position here. So I am going to have to hope that if I grab it by the butt, give it some nice, gentle love pivot. There we go. Nice, gentle love pivot was also the name of my contemporary, yet 90s grunge band. Now reached the point where I've pretty much wasted my daylight hours. Reattached. Oh, it tried messing with Sasquatch. I got the first part, and now it's stuck again. Cut it up as close as I can to this thing. Turn it hard, turn it hard. Damn it. I may have to do this. We're just going to call it the unorthodox way, and we're going to leave it at that, and in the future we will never speak of it again, but I think I am going to have to do a bunch of straight pulls until the back end clears, and then I'll have to hook up at a 90-degree angle to get it pulled the rest of the way out. There we go. And it's only 5 points. I would take 5 points of damage at this point if it meant there's a chance I could actually get out. Uh-oh. Now I've Austin powered. Okay, there we go. Everything's fine here. Is my wife okay with all of this back-end grabbing you are doing? If she's not here to see it, did it really even happen? That's what I say. That's my policy. I have no idea if she's still here or there or not, though. I'm probably too far out. Nope, I'm not too far out. Everything here is fine. This is exactly the way that you do this professionally. I would know because I am a professional. I'm not a professional truck driver, but I am a professional. We're out. Yeah, that's still the only other animation that I've got hooked up besides the fireworks, but at least it's a small variety. I'll work on finding something good someday, maybe. Let me level up my playing field here a little bit. There we go. I do have a new emote in the works. It is under review right now, so the last time I had a set go through that, it was 2.5 weeks, so they might be around eventually someday. Let me re-secure. That is re-secure with finger quotes. My cargo here again. You know what? 1 point of engine damage. Screw. Oh, that's because I let myself fall off the platform while I was busy looking at things. Don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do that exact thing that you just. Nope. It's still running. We're fine here. Everything's fine here. Okay, I'll be honest, it's not like super fine or anything, but it's fine-ish. No, I don't need the... Oh, actually, you know what? I might be able to use the crane to get myself back upright, but first... no, I don't need to tug back around behind me. I need to do this way. This is so sad and pitiful. I got everything that I need to recover. I just don't have anything. And there it is. There is the official end of days. Let me go find my flip counter. And there we go. Flip number 1 has happened because it was really, really dumb. Let me turn off the headlights. No sense in killing the battery. Such sorrows. Oh, and he's got a whole bunch of damage going. Oh, everything is just a tragedy with that truck. Oh. Ah, there is a goal. No, that's the wrong goal. No, I don't want truck storage. Here we go. We are taking the bad boy out. We're gonna get him. We're gonna get him a little exercise time here. If I could stop clicking the wrong buttons in a row. Beacons for safety. There we go. Oh, yeah. That's a truck coin. No, you blew the horn for the wrong team there, KDP. This is why you're my nemesis. I think I can actually get this to come through on stream here. There we go. Let me turn on my my live goal score tracker. Oh, don't fall in the ditch. He does not have ice tires, so I gotta stick to the edge here. Boy, I do have that Goldhorn volume up nice and loud here in my headset. It's nowhere near as loud on stream. This truck does not have chained tires, I don't believe, but it has really good mud tires, so it goes in the snow. Oh, hey, there's a drop-off point. So we're going to take the slightly sketchy road because we don't have a trailer and we don't have cargo. I managed to flip myself anyway. That's purely for entertainment value. I will have absolutely done it on purpose. Guaranteed. Yep, it's the hashtag flip life. Okay, slow your roll just a touch. We have big mean rocks over here. A little bit of ice, a lot of bit of rocks. Some stupid fat trees. We got the big tires, so we just mow them right down. We're gonna try to not drive over the edge. That try is gonna get a little harder, just a little farther down here. It gets a little narrower. Don't you even think about it. There we go. How are you not moving? Is this pretend physics time, where even though we're not touching the pole, we're touching the pole? Yep, that was it. Invisible pole touching. That might have been the third and final name of one of my college bands. I don't really recall though. Here's the extra narrow. Nope. I'm gonna roll. And so far I haven't. I don't know how. Oh man, it's because I am a professional again. Still not where trucking is concerned, but in some capacity. We are going to put in just a faint hint of brain power. Nope. Okay, faint hint of brain power that we're going to immediately throw away because we're not paying attention to which button is which. Tighten that side winch. Keeps us on the straight and narrow. Super narrow. Narrow and slippery. Around this corner. That telephone pole is actually going to possibly help. And look at us. We are just crunching and munching through the snow. I have done this one where I've gone on the outside edge of that pole, but this is a big truck. I'm a little worried about that. Narrow and slippery. This is your opportunity to claim a band name. Because I'm not acknowledging this one. Okay, this is the easy part. Why are you falling off the easy part? Don't trust me to go the right direction, but I trust it to actually get through some of that. Nope, not like this kid made his momentary appearance, but he is cleared off again. Get out of here, kid. No one likes you. That's okay. I'm not going to be making much progress in much things in the amount of time it takes me to get reconnects. Invisible pole touching can get a lot of people in trouble with HR. Yep, that is why I am a solely owned subsidiary of Amazon here. That's how it works, right? Naming my band Narrow and Slippery. It's all yours. That one is yours. Crunching and Munching. That one, I might fight you over that one. I'm not sure yet. Depends on how big my legal bills are going to be from all of these other band court fights I gotta put up. Okay. Remember how I said the way I normally come down is a little narrow, and I worried it might be difficult to come back up that same way? We're just gonna try it that way instead. So here is it the other side. It is this. Get rid of that stupid black box. There we go. It's actually right there. Ow. 5 points, who cares? Tiger with the trailer, I am betting would not have been able to pull this little gap right here. Naming your hockey team the back end grabbers could get you some extra attendance. Oh, are we gonna go? Are we gonna go? Are we gonna go? Anything to attach to? No, nothing to attach to. What I need is my back end grabbed a little farther around, so there are no trees to help out, so I'm gonna have to do this a slightly roundabout way. There we go. I grabbed my own back end. Sometimes you just have to do that. Don't bog. Keep going. Keep turning. Keep turning. There we go. There you go. Victory horn. I'm sorry, victory toot. May have to transfer over some of my fuel to make sure the Tega can make it to the gateway over there. And this is all because I needed to make a hockey check-in. I took my eyes off the little plankway right here and drifted about 1.5 feet too far over the edge. Let this be a lesson to you, kids. Oh man, what a mess. I am gonna just save myself a little bit of heartache here. I am just gonna do a little more of that back end grabbing. Far enough to get you settled back out. There we go. Pull forward so you can steal some fuel before you are ready to go. You know what? I am going to do something that might prove a little useful. I'm going to park over here so I've got my headlights thrown that way. Stay in the vicinity. Nope, damn it, turned them off. We need this. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, all 4 just sitting here waiting. I think I can get him any farther back than that. Nope, so we gotta do these one at a time. I'm impressed that the metal beams actually stayed in place. Let me go ahead and unpack, because that's going to have to happen anyway. Just to load these in one at a time, but I have to unpack, repack, unpack, repack. Keep swinging. Nope, a little higher. A little higher. There you go. Pack, unpack. No, no, don't go down. Don't. Oh, yeah, you went down. Down. Crane, I do want to go down. Maybe not that far. Let's get you going back over here. Oops. Oh, I'm swinging wild. I am swinging for the fences. Oh, that may not work. Oh, hey, look at that. It did. Three pallets and one bonus. Okay. Just need to pick up my to-be-carried one here. Set you down so I can get the cable shortened. Welcome aboard, soldier. Welcome to the We Are Bad at This train. Oh no, Y goes up, X goes down. Cinch that down just a tiny bit. Come out of that mode, turn on the headlights. The beacons are still on for safety, because that's worked just great for me. Ooh, down to 55 liters. That was not going to work. I am going to leave the Zix with a little extra fuel. Because I have this terrible, terrible feeling that I'm going to do something else dumb before too long. And I am going to need it to come save me. I need to make sure that he can get over there. Yeah, I know that -2 for the Avs. That's where you were throwing off the wrong goal horn. I knew that this was going to be a little problematic through here. Wow, that is not winching well at all. So let's give this side a try. I have been doing this with the good mud tires instead of the ice chains, and it shows. Ortega, with the full load, is kind of busy sucking. Man, I hope I don't waste all my fuel on this. Is there anything up there that I can winch to ahead? No, man. Oh, is that a rock? No, I think that's just ice. Oops. Let's get this queued up. Okay, there we had a little front end movement. And just the occasional gentle thrust on the back end. I'm stopping. I'm stopping. Is that enough? That's enough to get our front teeth biting. Up the hill we go. We're finally free. If you've got a Winnipeg gold horn, you can keep it to yourself. Since this is the fancier, newer Mac that can actually run iOS and iPadOS apps directly on it, I have my live Goldhorn app running here. Weirdly, when it's in live mode, if you have the window open, it won't update. But if you close the window like you're shutting down the app, then it does continue to work, and it should be piping the sounds through. One of those sounds is a boo every time the enemy scores, so I like that. And don't roll here. That would make me much angry. So far, that one hunk of wood is staying put by itself, so we're just going to let it roll, because we only have to get to right over there to hit the gateway. We'll go a little faster if I come out of low gear. That's probably how we'll end up spilling the wood, though. Wood is now a liquid, so it spills. You can trust me on that. I'm a scientist. Welcome to the Aegis installation. I am giving everybody free of charge 1 hydrate. I better make that 3 hydrates. Oh, and hey, now that I pay attention, that's not actually an airplane on a stick. That's a missile on a stick. KDP, if you want to stream all the gold horns you've got, you are welcome to it. I can technically set this app to cheer for any team I want, but it only has the one goal sound, and it's not any specific teams. I had a really good app that had all the team's horns in it. You could play on your device, but they abandoned it. And when I migrated to my new phone, it wasn't even available to download as a prior purchase on the App Store anymore. So I'm guessing they probably ran into some kind of a licensing problem. I can't reach that over there, can I? No, I can't. Okay. I'm going to need everyone to sit tight just 1 second. In preparation for what I eventually want to do, let me get the crane out of the way. I'm going to pull this bad boy over here a little closer to the road, so I can actually borrow some of my future employer's fuel. Nope, that is too many bouncy rocks, making me go too far over. I got to pull it closer to the road so I can actually refuel off of it without having to do this every time. Da-da. Welcome to your new home. Yeah, that looks safe there. You're fine, sir. Reattach. Here's the big one. There we go. Nice deep inhale of fuel. I just need to tap that button to make this. And anchor you back up. Who's up first? We are going to head for small landslide first, and as I recall, there is a little cut off right there. That means I don't have to go through that really deep water. Okay, hey KDP, you enjoy your work. That sounds like a horrible time to be working. I guess I don't know where you are, but I'm assuming that since the sun is almost down here, that it's at least almost down, if not completely down, where you already are. And it seems like a crime to have to work in the dark. That's my theory. Even when it gets dark at like 4:30 here, once we get to the middle of December. Don't fall. Don't fall. Here we go. Good trailer. We're going to do a little bouncing. We're okay with a little bouncing. We get the nice high clearance on this truck, so we won't get stuck on those stupid rocks at least. These rocks are a little bit bigger. I don't think these trees pose any problems. Nope, we're good here. We made the trailer come through. There's a bypass up there that goes around this deep water on the high side, but it won't get me where I need to go. So I need to go adventure style. This snow actually lets you drive across it until you forget that there's a ditch right there. And it causes some pain. We're not going to lie about that. Let me show the task because I need to start tracking on the task. So this one wants the plank, 2 planks and the beam. That's good. Next action, cargo management. Plank, plank, beam. Boom! Just like that. You've solved a thing. Oh, yeah, I need fireworks. I've actually completed a task. So, one less problem for the exploration thing. Yeah, there are plenty of problems going on here. I can drop that. I can do that. I can unpack. I can repack. I should now have 2 planks. Because in our neighboring landslide right over here, I believe, is just going to want these 2. There you go. This is exactly how you would do it in the wild if you were a real truck driver. Just forward, backward, forward, backward, forward, backward. Eventually something will work exactly the way that you want it to. I can avoid the deep water by coming through the deepish puddle right here. Except that I am not getting grip coming up this other side. There we go. There it is. Oops. No, I don't need to. I don't need to go activate this one yet. It's just up this road. I think I can not get lost on the way there. Oops, there's a trailer grabber. Once again, chained tires are working. Here's the other one. Oh yeah, look at that. It was actually paying attention. Where's my face? Gotta take that out. Okay, that was a super short animation. But still, it gets me another completed task. It might not be cast in concrete, but it'll do for now. Thanks for your help. I guess it'll do is my middle name, actually. Oh, I love working in the dark. You would, KDP. You would. Let me, I'll stop the engine. Let me see what else are we working on here. Do I have it Into the Deep activated? Yes, I did. Okay. And that is the drive around and show me things. I have been unable to actually explore on this side. So I tell you what, as my final task for the evening here, I am going to see what it takes to cruise on down this road and get to this fallen bridge so I can get it activated as a task. Which will then also be so kind as to show me what I need to go retrieve in order to repair it. Finally, I've got a decent amount of fuel. Maybe that's a good point to hold on and see if maybe I can do a little bit of exploration then with a truck instead of a scout. But first, let's see what this road is like. Most of these roads like to be torturous. So, zoom back out. Gentle over that tree. In case it's a murder tree. Put on the brake instead of rolling off to somewhere bad. Okay, yeah, I am still... It shouldn't be possible for me to get lost. I don't need to make one of these sudden turns. Can you burn the murder tree down? Oh, what? Oh, okay, that's a really big rock. How many times have I wished I could burn down half the obstacles in this game? I also want to be able to just step out of my truck and, you know, I kick the trailer to move it over a 1/4 of an inch so it'll stop hanging up on things. That is not how they built it. I would also like to be able to get out of the truck and roll some of these monster rocks out of the way. I've seen in multiplayer where you get the first player through can actually get some of those big movable rocks to move out of the way, so it's a little easier passage for the trucks coming in behind. I have no idea where the good line is through this, so we're just going crazy right up the gut here. Yeah, okay, we're still turning, so that's good. I think all of these little stumpy trees are the kind that if you attach a winch to them, they will almost fall over under their own weight. But there's... The one good use for one of these murder trees is that you can usually winch off of them. So that one is too close to be useful. And it's the auto winch, so it automatically attaches to the worst possible option. There we go. Manual winch, let's pick the one I want. Caught on something, but I got uncaught. Oh hey, tire tracks went a different way. Of course they did. That's okay. Half the time, when the level designers put down tire tracks, it's a trap! Okay, I'm stuck on a murder tree. I think the murder tree melted away. That's all I really need from it. Let's get the tire spin down. Let me give it a quick winch to pivot that nose. There, okay, there's some movement. So I can't burn down murder trees, but I can deforest young trees. I think I'm caught in another murder tree. Yep, or murder roots. Yeah, when it does that sudden jump after you've already started winching, that's caught on something that you cannot see. You can call the police, but if I delete this VOD fast enough, you've got no proof of anything. Besides, I've got the flashy lights on top. I think that means I'm the police. This is going to want more metal, isn't it? Fallen bridge. Yes, the roads here are pretty beat up. Oh, there's an understatement. And the bridge, if we wanted to have free access to the substation, we have to fix it. And somehow, I think you're just the right person for the job. It has been accepted. If I start tracking, it needs metal beams and wooden planks. I kind of suspect I don't have any of those things over here on this map. Let's shut you down for a moment. Let's take a look around, see how things are here. There's a road. Sorry, road. There's a pretty bridge. I see power substation over there. Yeah, there's the substation stuff sitting up here. You know there's going to be contracts and or tasks up there. This looks like a nightmare hell shelf road, so you know there's going to be something up there. Probably a contest so that they can put a timer on it. And I highly doubt I can get to that watchtower from this side. I will probably need to prepare something unless this road ends up... That road looks like it dies right there. So tell you what, that is probably going to wrap up SnowRunner for today. I have a pitiful, pitiful avalanche performance to kind of pay attention to here for a little bit longer. If you can get Sting to come and help, you are 100% welcome to. Here, as a demonstration, in honor of intermission, I've got my hockey puck remote control. There we go. Since the Avs aren't going to give you one of those, I'm going to give you one personally. That is my goal. Oh, it's kind of muted because it's sitting on the couch there. There we go. Let me take a look. Let's see if there's anyone interesting to go raid. I knew you couldn't quit it, KDP. Hey! Oh, that's right. That one only does a couple hays. Okay, here we go. Now we got a list of stuff up. Who's streaming? Oh, hey, here's someone good to try. She goes by the name Namby. She's actually done some artwork for a SnowRunner streamer I follow named It's Thompson. I don't think she does it professionally, but she's been pretty good at it. She's actually playing Inscription right now. She does a variety of stuff. She did a pumpkin carving stream over the weekend that was actually moderately entertaining. Who knew? Some of it was an ASMR way, but sometimes you just take these things if you can get them. Nambule, I think that's the right. The Columbus Gold Horn, yeah, but honestly, how often does the Columbus Gold Horn really go off? So, oh, look at that. I actually typed things correctly for a change. I am so proud of myself. It's like a real grown boy. As soon as this is all queued up, we're going to raid over, because she at least has a rough idea of who I am, because she mods for the channel that I watch in. So thank you, everybody, for coming. This Saturday, I am getting the new Mario and Rabbids. It's going to unlock Thursday, but I'm not going to touch it so that I can stream it from scratch on Saturday. That one should be a lot of fun. I really enjoyed the first game, although I never finished it, so I am ready to go into the even better new one. Let me find some more buttons to push here, and once the raid is set, then I will throw you all over there. So thank you and goodbye.
You are still in my mind. The truth is so hard to find.